Yo, it's MONICELLO'S reactions, no capping reactions. No way am I here just to flex. Now that I got your attention, please turn on your mention, subscribe, and comment what I should do next. What's going on, YouTube? Today we got a video on OTF Jam. He back on the algorithm, y'all. We about to see what's going on. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. Also, man, shout out Hookah Anonymous, man. Make sure y'all go tap in. Go subscribe to this shit, man. Yeah, you should be fire.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/hookah_anonymous. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, with trial coming up for Little Durk, and the obvious fact that there's a lot of cooperators seeming to come out the woodworks like many of us have called out from the beginning, it seemed like now these guys are finally noticing the end results of the streets. Whether it's a gravesite or a jail cell for a bunch of years, because the same guy who you called homie, brother, bro, twin, gang them, they flipped on you because they couldn't hold water when the pressure started coming down. And I've told y'all numerous of times, if you in the streets right now, it's best you quit while you are ahead, or at least think you are. Because with technology at an all-time high and cameras everywhere, to the feds being able to seize everything, and none of these companies are concerned with the privacy of the people, down to the snitches getting paid a yearly salary, it's just not
the crazy part. I just heard, young. Apparently they getting paid 86 grand a year. A year. Ain't shit. You getting paid that just to rat a nigga out. And it ain't guaranteed that you gonna be, you know what I'm saying, good by the time when you come home, you gonna be
not worth it. See, back in the day there were snitches, of course, but the snitches knew that there were repercussions.
Like
the problem is today the snitches are just as tough as the gangsters, and the feds have made it so comfortable for them that now these guys have a salary. Where police don't even have to infiltrate gangs no more like they did back in the days. They're paying your close childhood friends and sometimes even family members to do their dirty work for them, and they're getting paid a handsome salary, all while they sit at a desk. And just think, isn't it ironic how the average African-American man averages about $53,000 per year? When you do the math, that's about $1,000 and some change a week, totaling up to $4,000 a month. Then you deduct at least $15 from that for rent if you're living in New York, which brings you down to $2,500, and that don't even include just everyday life expenses, groceries, gas, and etc. And honestly, those statistics are finicky because I remember working a construction job some time ago that wasn't a part of the union.
That nigga Dirk looking crazy as shit. What? Oh, alright, I'm gonna take a picture. Look at that. Yeah.
Those statistics are finicky because I remember working a construction job some time ago that wasn't a part of the union, and I was only bringing in $523 a week sometimes, putting me just over $2,000 a month. Now, with that being said, the reason I bring that up is because as you work your butt off, whether it's an office job or whatever, there's a person right now cooperating with law enforcement who's making just as much as.
That's what he look at his face. Look at his face. These niggas don't know. I'm finna tell it all. That nigga got the switch in the back. He finna do 100,000 years. That shit
or
crazy.
maybe even more. According to statistics, when it comes to how much money a confidential informant can make, Google will state, quote, as of May 2026, compensation for individuals cooperating with law enforcement, often referred to as confidential informants, varies significantly, ranging from small, one-time payments for specific tips to substantial long-term payments that can exceed $100,000 annually for high-level cases. Now, I'm not the smartest man in the world. However, I do know that most jobs paying you $100K a year, you mostly have to either have a degree for or know someone that knows someone, or put in a hell of a lot of overtime where you're not even getting a chance to spend the money because you're working way too much. Meanwhile, there's someone giving up information on their peers for that same amount for little to no work involved other than providing law enforcement information on you. And it doesn't stop there, because according to Google, data indicates a wide range of annual
His OTF chain stood for only the feds. Only the feds. That's crazy.
pay for informants, with average earnings frequently reported in the $60,000 to $90,000 range, depending on the intensity of cooperation and location. Payments are generally based on the value of the information provided and the risk involved rather than a fixed salary. High-stake informants, such as those operating within large criminal organizations, may receive weekly payments, plus bonuses. Federal agencies, including the FBI and DEA, may pay high-level informants large sums over several years, with reports of some earning over $140,000 for their work. Sheesh. Now, with some of y'all watching this video right now who go to work on time every day, make sure you do your job to the best of your ability, all whilst putting up with coworkers you can't even stand, and yet you still haven't gotten any bonuses despite you being there for a couple years. Meanwhile, you have confidential informants easily making high salaries plus bonuses, sitting in the hood for years collecting information for the Fed. How many of y'all remember during the FBG Duck trial, it was revealed that a certain someone worked for the feds and was paid over $25,000 within 15 installments for information pertaining to the Black disciples and other information credible to the FBG Duck case. That same witnesses claim to have been working with the feds twice prior to that incident, where he helped them with a case about a decade before that trial. And I'm gonna leave that there. Moral of the story is this: these days cooperating.
That means somebody in O Block hot. That's basically what you saying, Hook. Somebody an informant. You feel me? Well, it could have been that nigga Jam. I don't know.
Is at an all-time high, and majority of the time, it's gonna come from the person you least expect. So it's hard to trust anybody, especially when they're throwing money at these guys for something that most of them would have done for free. Now, all of this is important because recently we will find out that Little Dirk affiliate Murder Man will come out with a message about snitches who make a yearly salary, coincidentally after ex-OTF affiliate OTF Jam will be released, with a message for everyone that had something to say about him. Whether it was the ops, close associates, hell, probably even family.
Yeah, he told their ass, hey look, he told their ass to pull up. OTF Jam said, man, pull up. Only the Fed said pull up. Fuck you talking about, I'm with whatever y'all with. Yeah. You hear me? You gonna pull up and get locked up.
Ever. He even dropped his location and let it be known that if anyone had a problem with him before, that's where he would be at, and let him know in his face. He would take to his IG story to say, quote, 726 East, 164th PH Place, South Highland 30. This for and anybody else that feel like they like that. I'm doing something Sammy the Bull didn't do.
He said that's the spot for the feds. Nick, you want to pull up on me, nigga? You gonna be pulling up on the feds, nigga. This shit funny as hell, yeah. You want to pull up on me? Me? You want to fuck with me? You want to pull up on me? You gonna get locked the fuck up.
I'm dropping my own location, fresh out on house arrest. I'm trying to see who's trying to get it in blood. It was a whole lot of woofing when I was in jail. Now it's time to show and prove. Now this will come after he was released and he's on house arrest, and he went as far as dropping his location but compared himself to Sammy the Bull, who was an infamous rat for the Gambino crime family. Why would he compare himself to him? I don't know. But let me tell y'all this. Anybody with a brain knows not to fall for the bait when it comes to OTF Jam dropping his location. I don't care if he dropped every single location from when he was in high school. Although he's released, you know the feds are still monitoring him, as they most likely doing the same thing with his social media. So if you even think for a second that you're gonna do anything to him, you're better off just walking yourself into the nearest precinct to save yourself the hassle. Simple as that. Now on another note, Murder Man will coincidentally take to his IG story not too long after, and he will state, quote, the feds pay their informants $85,000 a year. They also give them houses, vehicles.
The feds pay their informants $85,000 a year. They also give houses, vehicles, jewelry, drugs, guns, etc. Whatever the rat need to be able to get their target. Man, y'all be safe. Real shit though. Real shit though.
Jewelry, drugs, guns, etc. Whatever the rat need to be able to get to their target, man, y'all be safe. Y'all stay dangerous out here. Now I must say his math was a little bit off, because as we explained earlier, they're paying the average informant $60,000 to $90,000. In high profile cases, the informant get up to $140,000 in the Fed. So yes, it's a very lucrative job, especially for someone who don't got anything going for themselves or don't got nothing to lose. And let's be clear, if you get caught in a jam, they don't pay you. They use you as a result of not putting you in jail, so cooperating becomes your alternative.
And as soon as you come home, man, you got some guys that just don't care. So him sending his location like that, that wasn't smart. Because you got some people that just gonna crash out. You feel me? Like, they gonna crash out behind Dirk. Like, man, I don't think that was smart at all on his behalf. Like I said before, your OTF stood for only the feds. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
However, the ones that don't have jail time hanging over their heads and want to cooperate.
And then you know what's crazy? It be the ones that you looked out for, yeah. It's always the ones that you look out for that end up turning their back on you and doing shit like this. It's always the ones that turn their back on you that you look out for. Man, this shit is crazy.
Operate for a little bit of money. Well, there you go.
Crazy.
Now, we couldn't help but realize that this post would come shortly after OTF Jam posted what he said, but does that mean he's talking about him? Not necessarily. It just happens to be a big coincidence, considering everyone's labeling OTF Jam a snitch and him getting out a little early on house arrest. But judging from the way he posted that, it also tells you whether he's talking about OTF Jam or not, things might not be looking good for Dirk, because there's a lot of people being confidential informants. Because why else would he mention that? Whether it's OTF Jam like people may think, or somebody else. Clearly there's some cooperating going on, and it may be detrimental to his case. We don't know who it is, to be honest. It's just a funny coincidence that Jam said what he said, and shortly after Dirk affiliate murdered me.
Okay, so I take that back. So they don't know if it's OTF Jam. That's telling. So like, I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Shit. Either way though, it's been saying though. They've been saying this shit though, since before this. They've been saying it, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Man speaks up and speaks on snitches and their salary. So y'all let us know in the comments, do y'all think he's referring to Jam, or do you think that he was just speaking in general? Now, as far as Jam, it hasn't been confirmed anywhere 100% that he did snitch. Let's make that very clear. But many people are skeptical.
All right. So alleged. Everything I said in this video was alleged. But it is going around that OTF Jam was the one who jammed everybody up. Pause. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But, man, they just leave this shit alone, man. Y'all got all this bread, bruh. Why is y'all even getting caught up in shit? Y'all got this money, man. Y'all supposed to be investing, enjoying your investments with your families. Then y'all got families. Dirk got a whole family, big ass family, endless kids. Y'all, man, I don't know. This shit is crazy though, bro. For real. This shit is crazy.
Due to him getting out of jail as fast as he is, and due to close affiliates saying what they say about him. My only gripe with him is, why compare yourself to Sammy the Bull, out of all people, knowing the allegations that's already on your neck? I don't know if he meant it like that, but it sure wasn't a good look speaking on yourself and referencing a well-known cooperator. But anyway, y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. How do y'all feel about this whole situation? And once again, do y'all think that Murder Man is referring to OTF Jam?
Yeah, pretty much. You feel me? He definitely is. He's definitely referring to him. Like I said, my ears ain't in that street, ain't in that part of that field, but man, to each his own, dog. If that's what's going on. But y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. What y'all think? Do y'all think he's snitching? Or do y'all think you think he out just be out? Like he just out? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments though. It's MONICELLO'S Reactions. We out.